are doing well. So welcome to my channel Assistance by Mrs. D. Nandan. This is my first video where I have come live to teach you. So let's get started with today's video, children. So today we begin with a new lesson in maths, that is perimeter and area of plane figures. Now this lesson comes under mensuration, children. Now mensuration is a separate branch of mathematics. Under that we study about this lesson. Now in mensuration, children, we deal with the measurement of length, area, volume, surface area, etc. And because of all these we study under mensuration, children, it is of great use in our day-to-day life. Especially when we go out to buy a cloth, maybe for anything like for a skirt or for a shirt, we need it by length. When a plot of land is being purchased, it is being purchased according to the area. Milk, petrol, maybe a cold drink, anything we purchase that is in the form of liquids, that is being purchased by volume. So all these things, children, we study under mensuration. Now in mensuration, the next thing comes is, children, we deal with the plane closed figures. Now what do we mean by plane closed figures? Means any figure which is bounded by plane or the curved line from the sides is termed to be a closed figure. Now for example, I am showing you some closed figures. I had some paper at home, so I had cut them and I am going to show you that. Now look at this, children. This is a rectangle. Now why this is a rectangle, children? Because the sides, as you can see, the sides, children, they are at an angle of 90 degree each, and this is known as the length, children, and this is known as the breadth. So the lengths are of equal size and the breadth are of equal size. So this figure is known as a rectangle. I'll show you another one. This figure is known as a square, children. Now why this is termed to be a square, children? Because in this figure, children, all the sides, all the four sides are of equal length. That means all the sides are going to be of the same length, right? Another closed figure I have taken, that is an equilateral triangle. Now as you can see this also I had at home, so I have cut this for you. Now in an equilateral triangle, children, first thing is you should know that a triangle is a three-sided figure. As you can see, there are three sides to it and the length of all these sides is same. Now this is a 11 centimeter sided this equilateral triangle. That means this side is 11 centimeter, this side is 11, and even this third side is also 11 centimeter. So all these three, children, they are termed to be the closed figures. Now the next thing is, children, perimeter. Now when we talk about perimeter, children, we talk about the boundaries. Boundaries means, children, if we add the three sides, now in this equilateral triangle, children, if I add the length of all the three sides, that will give me a perimeter. Suppose I start from this point, I add this first side, then I add the second side, and then I add the third side. They together form the perimeter of this figure. Now suppose we talk about the perimeter of this rectangle, children, then if I add all the four sides, the length of all the four sides, children, that will be the perimeter of this figure, that is a rectangle. Now suppose I start from here, if I add this side, then again this side, and then this side, that will give me the perimeter of this particular figure, which is known as a rectangle. Okay, I hope that was clear. Now children, in your books there are certain formulas that are given that have to be followed whenever we are trying to calculate the side or the perimeter of any given figure. We have to make use of these formulas. So let's see the formulas. Okay, now let's see, children. This is very important. Perimeter of any closed figure is the length of its boundary. That means whenever we talk about the length of the boundary, we are talking about perimeter. Now I've drawn a rectangle over here. As you can see, children, the length both the lengths are going to be of the same size, both the breadth are going to be of the same size. Now the length is 5 and the breadth is 3 centimeters. Now suppose I have to calculate the perimeter, children. You will have to make use of a formula. The formula of perimeter is 2L plus B. Now L plus B is there inside the bracket. Now after putting the values according to this rectangle, children, I will first solve the bracket. So 5 plus 3 will give me 8. Now there is no sign between 2 and the bracket, so that is understood. It's a multiplication, so 8 2s are 60. So this is how we calculate the perimeter. This formula has to be used. Now next thing is, if we have to calculate the length and the breadth, then again there are formulas that can be used, children. P upon 2 minus B is what we use for length, and breadth is P upon 2 minus L. So we make use of these formulas, children. Then we come to the next one, that is perimeter of a square. See this, I have made a square, children. Now square, we have to again keep in mind that all the 4 sides are of the same length. So I have taken the length to be 3 centimeter, right? So all the 4 sides are 3 centimeter each. And the 4 angles, children, the angles that are there inside a square, children, that are 90 degree each. This is a sign for a 90 degree angle. Now over here, children, we make use of again another formula for perimeter of a square. The formula is perimeter is equals to 4 into side. Now side was 3 centimeters, so in place of side I have written 3. 4 into 3 will give me the perimeter as 12 centimeter. Even if I want to add all the sides, children, my answer will come out to be 12 centimeter. Right? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 will give me a 12 centimeter. The next one is, if we talk about an equilateral triangle, children. Now, right now I had shown you a equilateral triangle, children, this one. Now this was having the same sides. So whether I add all the 3 sides, children, or I make use of a formula, children, which is P is equals to 3 into side. Now if I make use of this formula, children, I'll be able to calculate the perimeter of a equilateral triangle. Okay. Now see this, I have made an equilateral triangle. The side of my equilateral triangle was 4 centimeters. So all the 3 sides are 4 centimeters each. Now making use of the formula of perimeter, perimeter is equals to 3 into side. So 3 into 4 will give me 12 centimeter. Even if I add all these 3, my answer will come 12. Right? Now side, for calculating the side, children, we can make use of the formula. In a square also we can calculate the side by dividing the perimeter by 4, because a square has 4 equal sides. And for calculating the side of a equilateral triangle, we can divide the perimeter by 3. So it is same formula in both the places, children. Only thing is we have to divide it by the number of sides that particular figure has. Okay. Okay, children, we begin with exercise 32A. Now question number 1 and 2 are too simple. You can do it yourself. We begin with question number 3. Now in question number 3, children, see there are figures that are given. And then there are many lines that they are given in a figure. Now we have to follow the lines that are given, children, first of all. Now see, where there is a single dash over there, it is 5 centimeter written. So wherever in a figure you get a single dash, write 5. Like over here it is single dash, so I have written 5. Then come to double dash. Over here there are 2 dashes, so it is written 15. Again, search in the figure where more you get 2 dashes over here, so it is also 15 centimeter. Come to 3 dashes. Now over here we have 3 dashes and it is written 10 centimeter. I will search for more 3 dashes. Over here it is written, so it is also, I have written over there as 10 centimeter. Now this over here has 4 dashes, so it is written 25 centimeter. I will search again. Over here also 4 dashes are made, so I have written this side also as 25 centimeter. Now in order to calculate the perimeter of this figure, children, I have written one point over here. I have written it as A. As you can see, children, we begin from here. We just simply have to add all the sides. So how will you do, children? We begin from here. First 5 plus 10 plus 25 plus 15 plus 5 plus 10 plus 25 and plus 15. We will come back to A. Now once you come back to A, that means we have covered the complete boundary, and the addition of all these sides will give me the perimeter of this particular figure. Let's see question number 4, children. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length and breadth has been given. Now see children, the length is given as 40 centimeter and the breadth is given as 35 centimeter. So straight away you are going to put the formula for perimeter, which is equals to 2 length plus breadth. Place the values for length and breadth, that is 40 plus 35, and add these because we have to solve the bracket first. So 75, 2 into 75, 150 centimeter. See the third part I have taken, where the length is given 8 meters and the breadth is given as 80 centimeters. Now for this one children, if you see, one length is given in meters and the breadth is given in centimeters. So you have to bring both of them in the same unit. Either you change this meter into centimeter or you change the centimeter into meter. So I'm going to change the bigger value. So 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. That is the relation, you know that. Therefore 8 meters equals to 8 into 100. Right, so it is 8 into 100, which is 800 centimeters. Now both of them are in the same unit. You just place the values same in the same formula. P is equals to L plus B. 800 plus 80 is 880 into 2 will give you 1760 centimeter. Coming to question number 5, children, where 2 things have been given and the third thing has to be calculated. Now let's see this, children. Find the length if the perimeter is given as 38 centimeters and the breadth is given as 7 centimeters. Now 2 ways I'm going to show you how to do it. First way is by using the formula that is already given and I have explained you in the beginning. Length is equals to perimeter upon 2 minus breadth. So put the value of perimeter, that is 38 upon 2 minus breadth. So when you divide this, children, you get the answer as 19 minus 7 will give you 12 centimeters as the length. Another way is, if you don't want to do it by this method, by placing the formula, children, you can use the same formula that we learned right now for perimeter. Place the values whatever is given in that particular place. Like perimeter is given as 38, so place it over here, equals to 2. Length is not given, so I am writing it as L. Breadth is given as 7, so I write that 7. Now one way I am teaching you in this, other way I will teach you in the next step also, children. Now this is 38. Now there is 2 outside the bracket. Multiply it with both the terms inside. So it is 2L plus 14. 7 2s are 14. Now this 14 will be brought on the other side because our purpose is to calculate L, which is with 2. So this goes as plus. When you take it on the other side, it goes as minus. 38 minus 14 is equals to 2L. Subtract these. 24 is equals to 2L. L will be, this 2 is in multiplication, will come on the other side as division. So you get the answer as length is equals to 12. Now any of these 2 methods, children, can be used for doing the question. I have taken the second part of the same question, children. Find breadth if perimeter and the length have been given. Now over here I have taken this question, children, because if you see, perimeter is given in meters and the length is given in centimeters. Now what will you do? You will have to convert them and bring them into the same units. Again, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. Therefore 3.2 meters means 3.2 into 100. Now when you multiply, it becomes as 3200. But after one place there is a decimal, so put a decimal after one place from here, so it becomes 320 centimeter. Now any of these 2 methods can be used. First is by using the formula for breadth. Breadth is equals to P upon 2 minus length. So place the value of P, that is 320 upon 2 minus length. Divide this. 160 minus length is 100, so the breadth is 60 centimeter. Or use the same formula of perimeter, children. Place the values over here in this formula. Perimeter is 320 is equals to 2. Length is 100. Breadth is not given. Right, now this is another method, children. If you don't want to multiply this 2 with the terms inside, one method is you bring this 2 on the other side. Now this is in multiplication, will come on the other side as division. Right, 320 divided by 2. So divide it, you get 160 is equals to 100 plus B. Now this 100 has to come on the other side so that we get the value of B. This is a plus 100, comes on the other side as minus 100. So again B is equals to 60 centimeter. Now these are 2 methods of doing the question, children. Any one of the method can be taken up. Next, question number 6 is, children, find the perimeter of a square whose side is given as 1.6 meters. Now this one I have not worked it out. I am telling you orally, children. Perimeter is equals to 4 into side. Now side over here is 1.6 meters. So you multiply 4 into 1.6 to get the perimeter of a square. Question number 7. Find the side of a square whose perimeter is 5 meters. Now this time we have to find the side of a square and the perimeter is already given as 5 meter. Change this 5 meter into centimeter, children. 5 meter is equals to 500 centimeter. Now put the formula for side. Side is equals to perimeter upon 4. Perimeter is 500 divided by 4 will give us 125 centimeter. Now in centimeter, if you want to write the answer, it is 125. Or if you want to keep it into meter, children, you can divide it by 100 to get the answer in meter. That is 1.25 meters. So this is how you do the 7th one. Now for the 8th one, children, a square field each of side 70 meter, whereas a rectangular field of length 50 and breadth 40 meter is given. Which of the two fields has a greater perimeter and by how much? Now for this question, children, I have made the figures to make it more clear. We first have a square of side 70 meters. That is what I have drawn. 4 sides are of 70 each. And there is a rectangle where the length is given as 50 meters and the breadth is given as 40 meters. So the opposite sides of the equal measurements of 50-50 and 40-40. Now they want to know that out of these two figures, which one has a bigger perimeter and by how much. So let's see how to do this. Now see this one, children. Both the perimeters I have calculated below the figures to make it more clear. Perimeter is equals to 4 into side for a square. So 4 into 70 gives us 280 meters. And this side perimeter is 2 length plus breadth. So place the value of length and breadth. 50 plus 40 will give you 90. Into 2 will give you 180. Now on both sides we have the perimeters calculated. So by seeing the value we know that the perimeter of a square is a bigger value. And by how much you need to subtract this. So from 280, if you subtract 180, you get the answer, right? So that is 100 meters. Coming to question number 9, children. A rectangular field has length 160 meter and breadth 120 meters. You have to calculate the perimeter. Now in order to calculate the perimeter, children, the formula remains the same. Perimeter is equals to 2L plus B. Now place the values 160 and 120, add them, this is 280. So perimeter is 2 into 280, which is 560 meters. That's the first answer. Then the second one is they want to know the length of the fence required to enclose the field. Now the length of the fence required to enclose the field is equal to the perimeter of the field. Whatever is the perimeter of the field, children, will also be the fence that is required, because the fencing is always done on the boundary. That means it is always done on the perimeter. So the same answer is there for the second one, that is 560 meters. The third part is the cost of fencing the field at the rate of rupees 80 per meter. Now that we have to calculate, children. Cost of fencing will be for 1 meter the cost of fence is rupees 80. So for 560 meters, that is this. How much it is? Simply multiply 80 by 560. So when you multiply, you get the answer as 44,800 rupees. So this is the answer. Okay, coming to the 10th question, that is the last question for this video that we see, children. Each side of a square plot is given as 55 meters. Find the cost of fencing the plot at the rate of rupees 32 per meter. Now first thing is we have to calculate the perimeter of the square. So you calculate the perimeter of the square by putting the formula 4 into side. So 4 into 55 is 220 meters is the perimeter, children. And then the cost of fencing is the same what we did in the previous question, children. Cost of fencing will be for 1 meter, it is for 32 rupees. So the complete fencing is to be done for 220 meters. So the cost of fencing for 220 meters is 32 into 220, which is equals to 7,040 rupees. So this is the answer for the 10th one. So with this we come to an end of this video for today. I have introduced the lesson and I have done first 10 questions of exercise 32A. I hope I made myself very clear. So that's it for today's video, children. I hope I made myself very clear to you and you have understood each and every point that I have explained to you in today's video. If you have really understood, you know what is to be done. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell icon, because after that you will be notified with every new video that I'm going to upload. See you very soon with rest of the videos upcoming soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.